One thing they don't tell you when you start getting your mental health in order is how boring it can be compared to being in the chaos of mental illness. Going from being unmedicated, having manic episodes, massive OCD tics 24/7, doing impulsive things, going through a paycheck in 2 seconds, like all these things, they just cease. And you're so used to, like, when you're really unstable off and on, just having chaos 24/7, like trying to get better and then chaos. And the thing with like finally taking the meds and applying the therapy is it's going to be very boring sometimes. I used to be able to make friends like nobody's business, but now it's like, I don't know. The one thing I will say about the current meds I'm on is they do make me a little bit flat, but when you're bipolar, like, that's kind of unfortunately what they strive for. But I think people don't talk about it enough that being sick has like some there's something with mental health where being sick is comfortable and it's what we know, and when we're not sick we don't know what to do with ourselves. I don't know what it's like like I've never known until recently what it's like to, maybe have a struggle one week or here or there, but overall, like, to be honest, I was, wanting to pass away by my own hand because I'm trying to be sensitive to the language I use, um, from the time I was 14 until last year. And now, not craving those things and not imagining those things and not wanting to do that has been something where it's weirdly left this like empty feeling within me, but not a bad empty. It's just like there was this thing I obsessed about for so long, and now I need to fill it with good things. And I don't know how to do that naturally because since I was 14, I've been filling them with shit that's bad for me. Lately, the things that I want to get into while I'm on it is like I want to get back into cooking because the only times I would cook before, they were like microwave meals, and I still struggle with that. But it would be nice to give into that like I did the last time I was starting to get it in order. I started going to the gym 3 weeks ago, going on 4 weeks, and it's helped a lot, which I hate to say. I hate to say it, but the gym helps. Maybe they're right about yoga and water. I want to get into seeing more beautiful things. That is one thing. I want to start achieving goals, which I feel like gag because I feel like I've said that for years. But this is the first time I've been stable enough. Like, and I'm not perfectly stable, but anxiety, it's just going to happen. If you have anxiety disorders and bipolar and all these things, it's going to happen. It's just getting stable is dealing with it better and getting to a place where you're functioning even on the bad days. And that's kind of where I'm at. But now I just feel a little bit more oomph and a little bit more confident that I can achieve these goals. Like I know we don't talk about it enough as Gen Z, but there's a lot of Gen Z that does not have their license. We're like one of the lowest statistics for getting our driver's license, and I think a lot of that is money. Like even if you're able to drive, the car insurance, everything else makes driving hella expensive. And now that we have Uber and Lyft, a lot of people are like, why do it? But I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to get to a place where I can drive myself to beautiful places and do beautiful things by myself. That's the biggest thing with getting your mental health in order too, is there had to, for me, and everybody's different, there had to be this time period where I couldn't rely on other people. I had to learn that I had to do it myself. I had to do it entirely, not entirely, because people help in everything, every shape of the way, even in ways you don't see. But I had to get to the stable point mainly by myself. I had to start doing the work, and I hate saying I too much because it feels selfish, but it's really what it took. Like my mom wasn't going to save me, my dad wasn't going to save me, none of my friends were going to save me, and I left this like program I had been in for 6 years, 1 year off and on, but I mean I had been there for so long, and people acted like I was falling off the deep end, so I lost like a lot of friends and a social group, and it was weird because it was the best thing for me. It was the best thing for me that since I was a kid, I finally didn't have this big social group to fill everything within me and put their problems ahead of all this shit that I had going on that I didn't face. And it made me look at the things I used to deal with, and I can't imagine dealing with them anymore. I can't. Like, I really can't imagine some of the things I dealt with and the things I allowed people to say to me and then still talk to them. It just wouldn't fly today in my life. The only time I'll deal with stuff like that is if I'm getting paid. But friendships, you know, like I've learned they're supposed to, like, I mean, it's such an obvious lesson, but they shouldn't be like that. These are people you select in your life to help your life. And if somebody's going to say these cruel things that, I mean, some of it still sticks in my brain, and every time I think of it, I get heartbroken again. I would never put up with that in a friendship. I would never stay in a friendship today that made me feel like that. And that was what helps me get to this stable point, is not dealing with stuff. Like, when you don't have those people in your ear telling you you're bad and all these bad things about yourself when they're angry, having this solo time where I maybe had like 2 friends, and then like all my friends were back home, so I only got phone calls, and you know, I was lonely. But that loneliness taught me to focus on myself, and that I really needed to get stable, because if I was going to get to a place where I was going to invite people back into my life again, I wanted to be stable, and I wanted to be ready to not deal with those things. And I don't know. And now I'm here and I'm stable, and I'm talking about how like, I feel like normal SpongeBob some days, because I was so used to the chaos of people saying mean things to me and putting their problems ahead of myself, and spending all my money when I'm manic, and doing substances and doing all these things. And now it's not there, and I don't know what to do with myself. You know, like, I think of like Trisha Paytas with it, and and I'm not going to say my opinion on her, but what I will say is I look at her, and she was so unstable for so long. That's undeniable, even by her. But like, I do wonder sometimes, like, how it felt to have children to like help that stability. And I don't want children, but I do wonder, like, does she still, even with kids, have those days where like, this normal, like, I can't believe it. And I'm not saying she's sitting there like, oh, I don't like this. I don't even feel that way. I do like this. I prefer this. But I wonder if, like, I would love her to know if she has those moments of like this, like, because what I feel getting stable after being like a Trisha Paytas is I feel like, oh my God, this is my life. And for me, it's not even having kids and building a family, and I'm not rich in any means, but it's like having a job that I give a fuck about, and giving a fuck about myself, and like doing doing the things I'm supposed to. And I know it's weird to go into her. I'm like all over the place, but I do think of her with it, where it's like, does she have those moments? And is this like a solo thing that I'm experiencing? I don't know. My phone is like weirdly greasy. I can't really fix it, so sorry about that. Okay, I think I got it. But yeah, I don't know. It was this thing that I realized today, and I wanted to make a video on it. And nobody really watches these videos anyway. Like, nobody watch. I don't really boost this channel at all, but I just wonder if somebody sees this and can relate to like being somebody with severe mental illness, or even just like depression and anxiety. Like, I wonder if people who get that under control are like, well, what now? Like, now I have energy, what do I do with it? And that's sometimes how I feel. It's like, now I have this stability where I want to live my life. Now what do I do with my life? Like, what do I want to do with it? And before, I would always just give generic answers, like, I want to go to school and do this and do that. But I actually kind of like getting stable. I don't know if I want to go to school. And I think, like, to put it out there, because nobody really watches these, so I don't have to worry about bad vibes being sent my ways. I really do want to write. I want to, like, save up for a computer soon. And I just want to write and write and write constantly. Because my computer now is from, like, 2015. So it doesn't really run very well. But I want to get a computer, and I just want to like write for myself, and not even like, most of the time I write poetry, and poetry is very natural to me, but I want to write a story, and like, I don't know what I would do with it, but like, I do enjoy writing, and I've enjoyed reading recently, And I want to fill my time with that, like achieving a goal that I've always had in mind and actually doing it, because now I have the mental health to do that. It's crazy. I don't know. And like 2 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, sure, I want to do that, but I have this, and this. And now I want to do it. I have the time, I have the energy, I have the stability where I can be consistent with it. And I wish that for everybody. And to end it, like, even those people who harmed me that I mentioned earlier, the one thing about getting stable now is I don't even wish them bad. I wish them good. I wish them to, like, achieve what they want to achieve and get to a place where they don't feel a need to behave like that and a need to hurt people like that, from people talking bad behind my back to saying, like, again, like, horrible things to me. I want them to get better and achieve things, so maybe they don't feel a necessity, not necessity, but necessary to do those behaviors. I want people to get better, and I believe that everybody, well, minus like politicians and everybody on that list, they can go to fuck. Anyway, I don't know. I want everybody to achieve what they want to achieve, and I want everybody to get better, even those who have harmed me. And I thought that my ex, who was like I was in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, whatever you want to call it. And even him, like, I hated him for a long time, and I thought he took that away from me, like the nature in me to always forgive and want the best for people, because for a long time I didn't feel that anymore after him. And getting that back, like, that was the one piece of myself after him that I really wanted back, and having that back has been like, it's really helped a lot. And the one thing that I really need to get under control is my anxiety. But once my anxiety is under control, I'll be unstoppable. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Anyway, I hope you are one of those people who achieve what you want to achieve and do what you want to do. You're a baddie. Thanks for watching. You're the best. I'll probably upload more, because actually that's another one of my goals, is I want to start uploading YouTube videos, not for anybody else, but for myself. And if they get a view or two, cool. But I'm not going to do any tags, or what the fuck do you tag something like this? I don't know.